Funny, sometimes you see these guys and they're rolling back, they get the seat back and the head back and seats all the way back, and they're on their steering wheel and they're driving like this, or they got their leg on there up like that, and they can't hardly see over it, and they got the system bumping and all that, and like they got lowered, like a low riders, they call low riders. Back when I was younger, they had these low riders. They should have low riders, and some jump off the ground like Mexican jumping beans, completely off the ground. Some get so low they get stuck on train tracks. Wouldn't that be terrible to get ran over by a train and get your car ran over by a train because you got stuck on train tracks and couldn't get it off? Or you see these spinners. They used to have like $1,000 a piece. You don't see those anymore. I used to see those a lot. I think they're like $1,000 a rim is what I heard. But I had a friend that, one time I was driving, I saw this one guy, and his truck went up like that on the side, and he got stuck. He had hydraulics, and he's like driving like this, like at an angle. And I was thinking that's kind of like Knight Rider going on two wheels, but it wasn't that bad, that extreme. But I've seen some crazy drivers. I remember I had a friend, buddy of mine. He had a Stanza car, and he got it lowered and had some rims on it, some deep dish rims and some low profile tires. And some people get these cars that are junky or whatever they can get, and they just try to fix them up or shoot them up or make them little riders because they can't afford to get a nice car or whatever. But hey, more power to you. If I get a nice car, I would. I'd do the same thing probably. But my friend had a 15-inch speaker behind the seat in the trunk in his car. We go to Gate and Go, and like it used to be called Gate and Go, and you can't hear anything. Everybody's staring at us. I'm like getting a massage in the back, enjoying it on our trip that we took later on. But when we went to Gate and Go, we came back, and this cop pulled us over and gave us I can't remember if he gave us a ticket for noise pollution or what. I said, you had your system, your radio, your stereo up too loud at the store. 15-inch speaker is pretty loud, And then one time I saw a guy driving like this, and he had his head up like this, and he was going, smiling, look kind of crazy, his head neck way up there, like you need a Dino hole, like real tall, like he's on stilts or something, standing on stilts or something. But he's just driving, he's smiling real big, I was looking at him, trying not to crack up, and he just really smiled, all happy and everything. And I used to, this is bad, me and my friend, we used to drive 100 something miles an hour on the side of the road in our cars, take each other's car, or switch cars out. His car one day, my car another day, and drive to another town. It was about 40 something miles away, in order to get there on time to work at a motel, and we were the only guys there, and only guys at the motel. And we didn't stay there very long, but we went to an amusement park afterwards, and we had a lot of fun. But we used to drive 100 something miles an hour on the side of the road, and I don't know how we lived. That had been God. He was protecting us. That was craziness. 100 something miles an hour on the road, and just we could have hit something totally wiped out, or hit a car. We're passing cars like phew, phew. It's crazy. I thank you, Jesus, for protecting us. But anyways, one time this lady, she was like, steering wheel was like right like this, and she's like in this tank of a car, and it's like this big old car. She's going, yeah, pulls right in front of me when I'm driving right out off the highway, off the exit ramp, right in front of me, and merges, big time merges, like almost crashes, merges, and gets right in front of me and starts putting. I'm like, oh man, almost got hit. I'm like putting. I'm like trying to get around her and all that. And one time, I went to St. Louis, a buddy of mine, and we came back, and he had his seat back all the way, and from the passenger side, I had my hand on the steering wheel driving, and people drove by, and they're kind of freaking out. I made people think that we made people think that I was driving from the passenger seat, and there was nobody in the driver's seat. And then one time, this is bad, we shouldn't have done this. People have stuff they carry on the roof of their car, that they've packed, like compartments. And me and my friend would go, oh, and point to it, and people are like, and we shouldn't have done stuff like that. There's some crazy drivers out there. I tell you what, truck drivers, you go by and going like this, when you're in the bus at school, when it's your school like this, people come by, going like this, and one time when I was a kid, I was in the car, and this guy in the semi came by, the honk the foghorn, or the, not foghorn, but the horn of the truck, But when I was a kid, I was in the car, and this one guy was in a semi, and he goes like that, and I was thinking, this guy's weird, why is he winking at me, Probably because I was a kid. I'm still a kid in heart. I'm still a kid in my brain. I'm a kid altogether. I'm a big kid now. I don't want to grow up. I'm a kid, I'm a big kid now. I don't know, I just like telling jokes on there. If you like any of my stuff, just like and subscribe if you want. Whatever you want. If you have to sign in, don't worry. I don't know your password or email. I won't get that. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I like to make people laugh. I hope I'm making you laugh. I hope you like my stories and my jokes. If you do, just like a comment, like it, subscribe, or comment, whatever. Hope you all have a wonderful night. This is David Stanton. It's 4/30/2020. And these are my stories, some of my stories and jokes. And you have a wonderful night.